Now, Ham didn't make his decision on a whim. He felt that he had to do something because of what he saw as a failing situation. Ham was the eldest, but the youngest brother Shem was already on his third son before Ham's wife had even conceived the first, though she almost certainly had birthed daughters. This into the third year after the flood, Genesis 11:10, and Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Arphaxad was Shem's third, Genesis 10:22. Children of Shem, Elam and Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud and Aram. It's possible that Elam and Asher were twins, though I reckon that the text would have told us so. Whether Japheth, the middle brother, had sired a son yet we cannot know. If so, then this would have increased Ham's fretful disposition all the more. Be that as it may, only 3 or 4 years after the flood, due to his wife not bearing him a son, Ham felt driven to inseminate his unconscious mother in a desperate bid to have, as it were, a horse in the race. But how can we know that this was so soon after the flood? After all, weren't 3 sons born to Ham before Canaan? Well, have you ever wondered why the Holy Spirit had Moses write to such length about how Noah got to be drunk? I mean, he could have simply written that Noah got drunk one day and so on and so forth. But instead, he goes the extra distance to tell us that he became a farmer and planted a vineyard. Genesis 9:20, and Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. To the awful story of what transpired, this is entirely superfluous unless the Holy Spirit is wanting us to notice something more. Well, according to this translation, Noah could have begun to be a farmer whenever after the flood. But he had to eat, therefore he began immediately after the flood. But Noah didn't begin to be a farmer as a skill after the flood, for he was already a proficient farmer by gift. We notice the prophecy of his father Lamech at Noah's birth, Genesis 5:29, and he called his name Noah, saying, "This same shall comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed." Noah was a gifted farmer, and being so, he brought rest, which is a better translation than comfort, meaning that his skills alleviated the toil of his people. And so a better translation of Noah's farming after the flood, even according to the Cambridge Bible for Schools and Colleges, would be Genesis 9:20, Noah the husbandman began and planted a vineyard. Therefore the Holy Spirit would have us know that Noah began farming immediately after the flood. I reckon that as a farmer, Noah carried seeds on the ark, maybe even saplings. Indeed, I've since heard said that a certain people's tradition states so, though I remember not which. Now, I'm told that a vine can produce sweet grapes after 3 years. Accordingly, as noted, Shem was on his third son in the 3rd year. So it is most likely that this was the year that the shameful and disgusting scheme of Ham took place.
I shall be uploading the entire series of Ham is the father of Canaan, but I thought that Noah was. If, however, you would like to purchase the book or ebook, then these options are available on Amazon. I also recommend to you my other publication, Nimrod, The Easy Way to Be a Mighty One, which correlates at times with this particular discourse. My name is John Edgar Townsend. I trust that you will have a blessed day.